With respect, Master Wayne, perhaps this is a man you don't fully understand either. A long time ago, I was in Burma. My friends and I were working for the local government. They were trying to buy the loyalty of tribal leaders by bribing them with precious stones. But their caravans were being raided in a forest north of Rangoon by a bandit. So we went looking for the stones. But in 6 months, we never met anyone who traded with him. One day, I saw a child playing with a ruby the size of a tangerine. The bandit had been throwing them away.
So why steal them?
Well, because he thought it was good sport, because some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, this is General Anthony C.H. Melchett signing back in. And this time, guys, you better find out your popcorns. You better find the best, a comfortable watching position, because this is going to be a feature-length presentation. It's going to be one of my favorite things to do. It's going to be a tactical map, and this time it's the it's the map Barracks I'm going to show you. I have been hearing people talking about, oh, it's impossible for the Russians to win this one, and so on and so forth, and that is simply not true. For the Russians, at least, this is a pretty easy map, in my opinion, to take if you know what you're doing. This map is based on team points, so that means the team that caps, a cap point the most, gets most team points, and you get team points by capping cap zones, by resupplying, all that stuff. So yeah, first of all, I'm gonna be showing you what everything means. In an administration hall, that's A, mess halls B, NCO barracks is D, as you see, and cave infirmary, or the infirmary, is D, and we got the political school, that's F, and the warehouse. So the Germans primary up in the corner there by the blue star, and the Russians down there by the red star, of course, in A and B. So yeah, okay. As when you spawn, let's start on the right by the mess hall. There is a building on the top of there called the inner stone barracks and the rifle barracks. And let's just call it the rifle barracks. And what you need to do, you need to take and hold rifle barracks. So at least one capable squad leader in rifle barracks. Why one squad leader in rifle barracks? Because you don't want to get outflanked by the enemy on that flank and get pushed back. And if they get into mess hall and start shooting your spawn waves and all that shit, you don't want that to happen. So you get a good squad leader into rifle barracks, and you just lock that shit down. Then let's move on to NCO barracks. That's C. You got a lot of guys in there, a couple of squads in there, and just hold C. You see, I marked it with the red line. It's just stop in action. And there you see the heart is RD mark number 1. You're gonna bring the enemy some love, and that artillery strike is to cut off the Germans from getting in, because most of the time you're gonna use that entrance on the left side of C to get in. So yeah, you're gonna be able to stop them right there. Then let's move to the left, something I call machine gun building. You see the orange arrow with the MG. That's an MG. That is simply, both for the Germans and the Russian, one of the most important positions in the game. If you get Germans in that position manning the fixed MG, you are going to get slaughtered all fucking game long, and the Russians are not gonna be able to do shit. So yeah, you need us to send one more capable squad over there to lock that shit down, and you perform that screening action up in top part of the MG building. So yeah, let's see that we got all this shit locked down. We got control of the MG. building, we got control of C, we got control of rifle barracks. What's gonna happen then? Then the Germans are gonna storm into D, they're gonna try and get into C, you're gonna bleed the tickets. So what this game about, it is all about bleeding the German tickets until you deem at a point where you can take D easily. Because if you just take D once, you will get the team points, and you will be about 500 team points ahead of the German team, and then you can actually just pull back into C. Then the German team will have to capture C just to be equal with you, and then again cap A or B to be ahead. So that's why just one successful conquest of C are going to put you in a position where the Germans are forced to attack like madmen. Okay, let's say that you take D, for example. You see the arrows of me. Okay, let's say the situation, if you get into D, you can put pressure from machine gun building into F, you can put pressure from C into D, and you take D, and then you see the arrows going up the back. You saw one of my other videos, that arrow go all the way up in the back, almost in behind the German warehouse. That's a great MG position to shoot into the German German spawn zone. They're going to be spawning in the depot and the approach up there in the corner, and you can do very nasty things to them. You can take out a lot of spawn waves. So that's kind of a nasty tactic. And again, the wooden barracks, you can push into those. So this is very a map where there's a lot of opportunity to kind of maneuver and stay on your feet and kind of keep the enemy off balance. But it's actually pretty simple, guys. You control that C building, you control rifle barracks, and you control machine gun building. If you control these 3 points, I can almost guarantee you that the Germans are going to try and attack you and bleed you out. Let's say the Germans don't try to attack you, but still you can drop that good artillery up there at RD mark number 2, where you can cut off some reinforcements to D. You got great opportunity for flanking. They cannot flank you so much because those flanking barracks as on the left are spawn protectors, as well as on the right of rifle barracks. So they cannot go that way. They will have to come directly at you. Again, if let's say you take F, and you got them pushed all the way back into E, then squad leader 4, RD mark number 4 is a great mark. RD mark number 3 also a great mark to kind of cut off, but that's douchebag marks to kind of cut off reinforcements, all that kind of shit. But one thing to note, if you're a squad leader going from A over to machine gun building, you see that red arrow, it's pretty much a good idea to deploy some smoke in that area beneath the arrow leading to machine gun building, because you need the MG arrow. You need to put down some smoke, otherwise you're gonna get cut off up from E. So so the occupation of C is important. The occupation of the mess hall and the inner stone barracks are very important to kind of get control of that area. If you got that area in control, you can see the Germans are getting hit in the flank, they're getting hit, on the sides, and it's very easy. Let's say the Germans from F, from the political school, they make an attack on MG building. If you just take down that attack, there is a trench. You can actually yourself get into F, into the political schools, those 2 rooms there, and you can put down a lot of fire in those buildings. So yeah, that's if you get in there, that's pretty effective to kind of disrupt the German advance, and you can kind of get up there, and you could be a nuisance, and you can try to bleed their tickets. But yeah, so just to recap again, you take C, you take inner stone barracks, the rifle barracks, and you take machine gun building. You hold those positions, that line, and you simply just hold on until the Germans run out of tickets, or they're so passive that you're able to attack D, because again, you just need 1 cap of D. That is why it's so important to get people into C and stabilize C before you attack D, because you can't afford to just attack D randomly and get killed. So C is not stable, and let the Germans come into C and actually take C once, because then you're in the shitter, because then you at least have to take 2 caps to be in front, otherwise you're just equal with them. So yeah, that's kind of the problem. But yeah, you could also just hold these positions until the ticket run. What we usually do if we're up against a good team, we take MG barracks, we take C, and we take rifle barracks. on the right, and we simply just hold until the Germans are so low in tickets that we're able to attack. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the tactics for this. I surely hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see the German version of this, watch it towards the Germans, because I simply don't understand why the Germans can't win on this, because they have it's actually a map that favors the Germans. But yeah, I surely hope you enjoyed this, and please comment, rate, and subscribe, and let me know if there is any other maps you would like to see. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this. This is General Anthony CH Melchett signing back out. Bye bye. Yeah, and now we're gonna jump straight into the smack into the action. This is quite a fast one, so you don't have to watch that much. But this is a prime example on when it goes totally right. So I'm of course gonna show you a video where it goes totally right. What you need to be aware of this is how we adapt to the attack, how we put the pressure on the enemy, and how I use the artillery marks, guys. So that is kind of what you have to watch for, and the direction I put the squad leaders on certain direction, and how I use the arty marks. The arty marks I described in the walkthrough. So kind of be aware of the arty marks of the walk through, and the reason, my reasoning on using my commands and where I sent the squads. So yeah, of course, I'm playing as commander, and we are attacking. So yeah, hope you enjoy this and hope you get something out of it, and yeah, and hope it's not it wasn't too long. But if you like this, please let me know, guys, and yeah. And yeah, listen to the in-game voice communication of where we use the artillery marks and all that stuff. So yeah, hope you enjoy this, guys.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry, man.
Okay, guys, move into Delta. We got Delta. Move into Delta then and secure Delta. Let's just keep this train going, guys. Let's keep this train going. Keep it going, keep it going. We need somebody to outflank the last point, outflank Delta, Echo. Outflank Echo on the far right. Recon's up, recon's up. I'm gonna drop artillery support of Foxtrot, so we can attack Echo.
Сводный батальон. Запрашиваю минометный огонь. Цель 6907, квадрат Б3. Повторяю, квадрат Б3. Сводный батальон. Запрашиваю минометный огонь. Цель 6907, квадрат Б3. Повторяю, квадрат Б3. Осколочно-фугасными. Прием! Мне конец. Дымовая! Умри, немецкая сволочь! Не дайте ему выбраться! Нет, братишка! Давайте, товарищи! Я с вами! Это свой!
Boom.
Nice.
That is the way to do it.